to Mathematics with Suleiman, and today's paper I'm going to look at question 7 that deals with financial mathematics. Was Basic Education's paper of 1995, May and June. 7.1. John invests an amount of money in an account paying interest at a rate of 15% per annum, compounded monthly. Calculate the annual effective interest rate of this investment. 7.2. Tino invests 500,000 Rand in an account earning interest at the rate of 6% per annum, compounded quarterly. Tino decides to withdraw 11,250 Rand at the end of every 3 months. Tino will continue making these regular withdrawals until there is no money in the account. How many withdrawals of 11,250 will Tino be able to make? On 1st March, 7.3, on 1st March 2021, Abby made a once-off deposit of 12,000 Rand into an account, earning interest at a rate of 9.5% per annum, compounded monthly. She deposited 500 Rand into the same account on 1st April 2023 and continues to make these monthly deposits of 500 Rand on the first day of each month thereafter. Calculate how much money was in the account immediately after the deposit of 500 is made on 1st March 2025, exactly 4 full years after her initial deposit. 7.1. John invests an amount of money in an account paying interest at a rate of 15% per annum, compounded monthly. Calculate the annual effective interest rate of this investment. So you remember the grade 11 formula, 1 plus I effective equals to 1 plus I nominal over k to the power of k. So this formula is very important. Then you do your substitution, right? And you get 1 plus I equals to 1 plus, remember it's 15% per annum. So there's 12 months in a year, so it is 12 times 100, so it is 1,200. Is it clear? Then of course to the power of 12, and then of course the rest is just calculator work, which it's only 2 marks, so therefore we don't show all the steps, but you need to find I. Remember, once you've done your calculator work and you get a certain answer, you must still multiply the answer by 100 to get I, because you're going to get 0.1608, and that is not the answer. You must still multiply it by 100, so don't forget. Right, Tino invests 500,000 Rand in an account, earning interest at the rate of 6% per annum, compounded quarterly. Tino decides to withdraw 11,250 at the end of every 3 months. Tino will continue making these regular withdrawals until there is no money in the account. How many withdrawals of 11,250 will Tino be able to make? So this sounds like very much like a present value formula. So P is then the 500,000 on the left hand side, and then they want to know how many withdrawals. We want N, in other words. So X is 11,250. That is now what they do every 3rd month. Then of course 1 minus 1 plus, and of course 0.06 comes from 6% divided by 100. And of course again divide by 4, because remember it's quarterly. So therefore again the same I, 0.06 over 4. Then people, the rest is just calculator work. You just need to go through all the motions, do all the calculator work. Remember we want N, so that will involve logs. So once you get to 1.015 to the power negative N equals to a third, then you apply the log laws. Remember the log of a number is the exponent. Then here you need to use the calculator to find the value of negative N. So once you have negative N, then you multiply by -1 to give you a positive N. So we round off to 73 withdrawals, because remember, we can't say 74 because then there won't be enough money left. 7.3. On 1st March 2021, Abby made a once-off deposit of 12,000 Rand into an account earning interest at the rate of 9.5% per annum, compounded monthly. She deposited the money, the 500 Rand, into the same account on the 1st of April 2023 and continues to make these monthly deposits of 500 on the first day of each month thereafter. Now you must calculate how much money was in the account immediately after the deposit of 500 Rand is made on the 1st of March 2025, exactly 4 full years after her initial deposit. And that is where we start. So we start with the grade 11 formula, A equals to P into 1 plus I to the power N. Remember, A is the final amount, so we first start off with the final amount. So therefore it is 12,000 in the place of P, 1 plus, and remember I is 9.5%, which you must of course divide by 100 to give you 0.095 and divide by 12, because remember they said it is done monthly. Right, don't forget now. And then, of course, to the power of 12 times 4, don't forget that, because they said after 4 full years. So don't forget, after 4 full years. So therefore, it is 12 times 4. On the calculator, you get 17,521 Rand and of course, 17895. Don't round off yet, because remember in financial maths, premature rounding is a problem. Then we move over to the future value formula. So X is then the 500, that monthly value. Then 1 plus, and we know where is 0.095 or 12 coming from. And now to the power of 24. Right? Is it clear? To the power of 24 minus 1 over the same I value. Then again, the calculator work. Right? And you get 13,158 Rand, 64744. So the total then will be that 17,521 we got first, plus the 13,000 we just calculated. So you have to add the two values. Then you must add the compound and the future value, and then you get 30,679 Rand and 83 cents. Yes, I do agree. It wasn't such a straightforward example. This is your typical level 3 example. You have to think about this one before you could solve it. Thanks for watching this video with mathematics with Suleiman. I hope you could benefit from this financial example. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because without your subscription, I am going to have a little challenge. So please make it easy for me by subscribing, and that's how you will encourage me to do more videos to help you with your studies.